Well, Andros, we have to start with this 5-0 win over Leicester. It was Crystal Palace's biggest in the Premier League era. What was it like to play in, and was it the most enjoyable of the season?
Definitely the most enjoyable of the season. I think if you looked at our previous performances at home, it's definitely a result that's been coming. We've been great going forward the last few weeks, and maybe we've made some errors defensively and not picked up an emphatic victory like that. But I think everything came together on Saturday. We defended incredibly. Everything we touched went in. Yeah, and it was a thoroughly enjoyable victory, and it's one that's hopefully put us on the way to safety.
Yeah, it was such a crucial time, like you say, to now be at 38 points. Did the manager afterwards, he said mathematically you're still not safe, but it feels like you've done enough. Do you feel like you have?
It's got to be a minor miracle for us to get dragged back in, but in football you just never know. So this week we're back at it, we're working hard, we're preparing for Stoke like we normally would, and hopefully get the extra point we need to mathematically make it safe.
When that game finished, the fans were singing to Roy. How much credit does he deserve? Because when he came in, it's no secret that the fans weren't necessarily that welcoming.
To me, it's no surprise having worked with him previously. I think at the time we did have good players in the dressing room full of internationals, but for one reason or another we weren't clicking. And from minute one, he's got to work on the training pitch, he's got his best players firing. We've had injuries along the way, but I think the main thing for him is getting a talented group of players working together as a team and all pulling for each other. And I think you've seen it come to fruition, especially on Saturday with the performance and the result.
Were there times in the season where you couldn't envisage staying up, let alone doing it comfortably?
So you do have that little doubt, but I think once we kind of went on our first run, we beat Chelsea on our 8th game 2-1. I think the confidence grew from then. I think we were pretty sure that we had enough to get out of the situation we were in, and thankfully it's turned out that way.
You've been partnered with Wilfried Zaha, this sort of unorthodox strike partnership you have going on. How do you feel playing there, and what's it like?
For me, I actually really enjoy it because Wilf is the main man. Everything goes down the left and I kind of feel left out on the right. But whereas we're up together up front, I feel like I can get involved in the play a lot more. I'm a lot more involved in the game, and I can contribute a lot more to the calls. And I think not only for myself, I think Wilf's thrived up there as well. So it's definitely a system that it's worked for us as a whole.
2 goals for you, 6 assists. Do you feel it should have been more?
I'm happy with the assists and I think the new stat is key passes or chances created. I'm happy with where I am in that side of things. Goals, of course, I'm not happy. I'm a forward player. I've played up front the last 3 or 4 games. A return of 2 goals is something I'm not happy. I think at this stage of the season, the main thing is us picking up 3 points and putting in good performances, and I'm happy with doing that at the minute.
Professionally, you've played the most games here. Does this feel like home?
I think it does. I think I've been here almost 2 years now. I think I've really matured as a player and as a person here. I've gone from a maverick winger to a dependable player in the team, and I'm pleased at that. If I can now add that final bit and start scoring some more goals, I'll be even more pleased.